What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. But before we get into today's topic, let's do a wrist check. Today I'm wearing the Phoebus Eagle Ray Compressor Diver. This has an internal bezel that you can control with this top crown, and you can spin it back and forth like a regular bezel, but it's completely sealed. So I know compressors are very popular with a lot of divers and stuff like that. I don't dive, obviously, but I love the design and I can respect it, and it still can come in handy just using it like you would use a traditional bezel for timing stuff. You can actually lock it down and control it a lot easier since this is a screwed down and internal bezel. You can't get it bumped. Plus, it is just a stunning watch. But let's get on to today's video. Besides being in a wheelchair, and which took place at March of 2021 is when I had my double amputation, but all my life I have been an avid collector in EDC. So not only have I been carrying and using, I've been collecting. Now my collection has changed over the years. I bought, sold, given away, different taste, etc. You know, it just as my collections have evolved. I collect flashlights, I collect watches, I collect guns, I collect knives, I collect books, DVDs, audiobooks. I've got lots of different things that I've collected over the years. By far my largest of my EDC collection is my knives. I love knives. I think they're a very great useful tool. I love the different aspects of collecting them, finding unique ones, and instead of just your generic models. That's what I kind of have. My collection has started to focus in on that. So that brings us more to the topic of what I want to talk about today is, do you just get one particular model of knife that you like, or do you like to collect different styles of the same model of knife? For example, what I've got to show you today is one of my favorite knives. It is the Spyderco Shaman. The Spyderco Shaman, this particular one, happens to be in Rex 45. Great steel, love it, very tough. It's not a stainless steel, this can patina and stuff like that, but it is a very excellent steel. And of course, this has the burnt orange G10 scales. So this is my Spyderco Shaman. Well, I also have a Spyderco Shaman. This one happens to be in brighter orange G10 scales and CTS XHP, and it's stonewashed actually. This was a Cutlery Shop exclusive. This is my only stonewash Shaman. It is I love XHP. It's one of my favorite steels. It's a good all-around overall EDC steel in my opinion. It's got good properties that you look for in a good steel, and can hold a wicked edge, and It's not hard to sharpen. It's just a really good overall steel, and I've got it on a couple of my knives. By far, this is one of my favorite XHP knives is the Shaman. Next knife I want to show you happens to be the Spyderco Shaman. This one is in micarta and Z-Wear. Another excellent steel, very tough. Z-Wear is, I can't remember where this is, if this was an exclusive or not. I know it was very highly sought after, but this I actually bought second-handed from a friend of mine and everything. Brothers and Knives, love you, man. But so this is another Spyderco Shaman. So would you collect multiple of one knife, or do you think that you should just get one of the ones of that model and be done with it? Or do you do both? I know personally I do both. I have particular models that I love to collect multiple variants of. And then I have some models that I just have one of. So, a lot of people would say you don't need multiple of one particular model, just get one and that's good enough. Where I like the variety that collecting different ones of a certain model brings, because it's not necessarily from a usefulness standpoint, because all these are just as capable of each of the other. They're all three the Shaman, and the Shaman's a very capable knife no matter which configuration that it's in. Even the basic model Shaman in S30V is a stellar knife. We're talking about from a collector's standpoint. In collecting, is it better just to get that one model and that one variant of that model that you prize the most, or would you get different variants of a model that you really, really enjoy? Or do you do both? This one happens to be a case if I am a huge Shaman fan. I think it's one of the best Spyderco designs that they have made. The ergonomics are awesome. It is a very good working tool. You can choke up, you can hold in the more traditional position. Ergos are great. The size, even I don't have huge hands, the size is stellar and everything. Some people would say this is too big of a knife for EDC. I do not agree. Of course, it's compression lock. It's just got components throughout the Spyderco line that I really, really like, and I love the way it looks as well. I think this is one of the, as far as functioning, one of their best models. As far as looks, one of their best models. And, you know, they have done several variations because it has been so popular. So, tell me what you think. Do you think that collecting different variants of one models is something that you should do? Or would you say, hey, you're nuts for having more than one shaman. Just get one and it serves the purpose as a shaman. I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Anything else that you would like to hear? Drop me a line and everything like that. I'll be glad to answer any questions or talk about any topics that you would like. Follow me over on Instagram. It's still Shield Arms just like here. And until next time, this is King Raven, and y'all be safe out there.